brother, if you want your son high-level wrestling, send him 2-3 years Dagestan and forget.
Marlenka. But guys, seriously, why do Czech people love this Armenian dessert so much? Marlenka is so deeply rooted in our culture that it even competes with one very important commodity. So it's time for the fun fact of the day. Did you know that the Czech Republic is kind of the final boss in methamphetamine production? According to Europol statistics, 9 out of the 10 meth labs in Europe are located in Czech Republic. Boys, that's not cool. Not much swaggy. This drug is so popular here that Czech police shut down 10 meth labs every week, but 20 new ones open. You could say they are multiplying faster than poor Africans who have nothing to eat. We even made it into the TV series Breaking Bad.
What do you know about the Czech Republic?
The Czech Republic.
Did you know there's a higher demand for meth there than anywhere else in Europe? 5% of its 10 million people, which is roughly the population of the Southwest from western Texas to Phoenix, are using meth.
The Czech Republic.
Honestly, this fact surprised many Czechs, because if you are not involved with it, you don't see it. It's not like in the USA, where you see crackheads everywhere on the streets or living in the tents. And that's the end of the fun fact of the day. Anyway, it's really interesting that Marlenka, which you can find in every restaurant, every cafe and pastry shop, isn't originally Czech. It's actually a dessert from Armenia, where similar desserts have been around since the 4th century. Yes, way before Wi-Fi and pizza delivery. In these times, people just hanging around and eat Marlenka. It arrived in the Czech Republic thanks to the Georg Avetisian, who moved here in 1995. Faced with money troubles, he started baking cakes using his family recipe and selling them to the cafes in Frýdek-Místek and Ostrava. Fast forward to 2003, he founded a company and named the cake after his mother and daughter. Since then, Marlenka has become a superstar dessert in Czech Republic, winning hearts one layer at a time. Today it is exported to more than 50 countries, proving that sweet success is literally global. But still, Marlenka contains no preservatives, but it can survive for 90 days at room temperature. A rough competition for McDonald's cheeseburger. I feel quite hungry now. Anyway, on my trip to Istanbul, I discovered that they have Marlenka there too, and surprisingly, it was brought to the Turkey in the 19th century by the great-grandfather of the founder of Czech Marlenka. What a coincidence, guys. Of course, I had to try it, and I have to say, the Czech one is much better. Turks seem to love overly sweet things and bargaining, a lot of bargaining. Sometimes it's even a bit uncomfortable. Like, sorry dude, but I don't want your fake Gucci flip-flops for the best price. By the way, Czech Marlenka is made in a city called Frýdek-Místek, a city that looks more depressing than your local tip sport bar. But Heisenberg will tell you more about this city. It's your Mr. White.
Thank you, Jesse. We need to cook. Frýdek-Místek was created by joining two towns, Frýdek and Místek, in 1943. Historically, Frýdek was a trade center on the Saline side of the Osservis River, while Místek belonged to Moravia and had industrial importance. The city's main landmark is Frýdek Castle, built in the 14th century, which now serves as a museum. Frýdek-Místek has a historical connection to iron ore mining. Since the 13th century, ore was mined in the area and played an important role in the development of iron production. First, mining was done on the surface, but later shafts and tunnels were used. Because of this, industry grew in the 19th century, and ironworks were built. Today, mining is no longer active, but its impact on the region can still be seen.
Thank you, Mr. White. You can go cook again. We talking about Frýdek-Místek, we talking about methamphetamine, but we still haven't figured out why Czech love Marlenka so much. To find out, we need to look at other things they love and the connection between them. Never ask a Czech what kind of car he has at home, about his opinion of gypsies, and also what he drinks after his perfectly adequate portion of dumplings with pork. And by the way, this is super small portion in Czech Republic. The answer will always be Kofola or beer. depending on whether they plan to drive their Škoda Octavia or just walk to the nearest village. So, what does Marlenka have in common with Kofola? Besides the unique and delicious limited edition Kofola with Marlenka flavor, both are sweet, tasty, and absolutely tasty. That's the first reason. Czechs are gourmets, bohemians, and did you know that the word bohemian actually has a strong historical link to the Czech lands? Let me explain. Or no, Cristiano will tell you more about it. Okay Cristiano, mic is yours. Shoo!
The word Bohemian comes from the name Bohemia, the historical name for the Czech lands. This name comes from the Latin Bohemian, meaning land of the Boia Celtic tribe that lived there in ancient times. In France, the term Bohemian was first used for gypsies because people wrongly believed they came from Bohemia. Over time, the word Bohemian started to describe artists, free thinkers, and people who live unconventionally. Today, being Bohemian means having a free and creative lifestyle, ignoring social norms. Even though the original meaning was different, Czechs have a unique historical connection to this word.
Okay Cristiano, I don't understand you a shit, but thank you. You can go. Shoo! But guys, subscribe so we can catch up with Cristiano and his 74 million subscribers. I believe in you, and if I become famous, I will buy Škoda Octavia for each of my first 1000 subscribers. So hurry up! Okay, we said that connection between Kofola and Marlenka is that both are sweet and delicious. But what is the link between Škoda Octavia and Marlenka? Is there some amazing collaboration happening between these two? We will see. In my opinion, the connection is that both Czech classics are long-lasting. As we mentioned, Marlenka stays fresh for 90 days at room temperature, and Škoda Octavia lasts for 90 years. In dog years. It turns out that Czechs love durable and high-quality products. The next thing we need to find a connection with is beer. This will be difficult. Maybe both products have a light yellow color? Yes, that's it. So we actually like yellow things. At least it's not black. I mean, it's joke, of course. Guys, that's all for today's video. Sorry if my voice sounded a bit strange. I'm a little sick, so I couldn't reach the 10 minutes mark. Anyway, I don't earn anything from this yet, so I hope I at least told you something interesting. Write in the comments if you will try Marlenka and send your kid to Czechia for 2 or 3 years and forget.
Brother, if you want your son high-level wrestling, send him 2-3 years Dagestan and forget.
We will turn them into the guy with dead bot who loves beer. If you like the video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it in your family group chat. Hope to see you again. Mwah.